Hello beautiful beings, my name is Nick and welcome back to my channel. Today let's talk about mantra, what it actually means, and some mantra applications that may help you to some of your meditations and may just help you in your own personal life. The mantra word in Sanskrit original meaning means to think. So before we start, my friends, let's take a look at some of the different definitions of what a mantra actually means. So the Merriam-Webster Dictionary says that a mantra is a mystical formula of invocation or incantation, like in Hinduism. And that is true. But now let's take a look at a little bit more in-depth, more detailed definition in the Wikipedia. Mantra originally derives from Sanskrit, a very, very old language, used all across India very, very, very long time ago. And anyways, it is said that mantras are sacred utterances of sounds, words, syllables merged together to help to benefit your own life. And usually they will be paired with meditation, and it's basically a set of words that can help improve your life, basically, that you repeat. Usually people will repeat them while they're meditating. It helps them tremendously to actually keep the focus, because they keep repeating it. And some of the tones and everything that they're using, and especially when you actually decide to chant some mantras yourself, it can help to activate the energy field and your spirit all at once. And it can really help to amplify and energize your soul, thus your body as well. So now, the actual definition of Wikipedia: a mantra or mantram is a sacred utterance, a numinous sound, a syllable, words, or phonemes, or group of words in Sanskrit, Pali, and other languages, believed by practitioners to have religious, magical, or spiritual powers. Some mantras have a syntactic structure and literal meaning, while others do not. So a lot of the mantras, like I said earlier, a lot of the mantras have been developed like all across India, and they just have such a powerful effect on the soul. And I've personally experienced a lot of changes just practicing one type of mantra. But there's so many different types of mantras, my friends, and we're going to take a look at a couple of them. So earlier, right, I said that mantras will be sometimes a set of words, syllables, sometimes just one word, right, that you repeat, and how it can have really transformative effects in your life in a good and positive way. And you'll have many different mantras throughout different aspects of India and other parts of the world as well. In the Japanese Shingon tradition, Shingon means mantra. It's mantra, the actual word, or derives from Sanskrit, right? And it's going to be mostly used there, but in that part of the world, right, near India and everything. But mantras are just, I think it can be applied to many different other aspects of life and other traditions and other places around the world. Like, to be honest, like I said in some of my previous videos, you'll have some different types of chants, and they can have healing powers to your body. You'll see them like throughout all different religions. It's a very beautiful thing to see and to kind of dive into a little bit, right? I mean, you have like some very old Christian chants, you have some very old, Orthodox church kind of chants, you have all the mantras from the East, right, India and everything, all the chants, the words, the syllables, the sounds that they use, right? But they've been practiced for a long time. So that's why I believe that, whatever religion you practice, it doesn't really matter as long as you practice these sounds that can be healing and beneficial to your life. But in the Eastern traditions over there, a lot in Japan works a lot with energies as well, like India as well, and they have a lot of different similarities. But yeah, you'll see it throughout a lot of different religions, so it doesn't just apply specifically to them, but it is mostly connected with Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, Sikhism, and other traditions as well. I also forgot to mention that you'll see mantras as well in parts of China. You'll see it in other Eastern Asia type traditions, and inside Tibet as well. So now let's take a look at a couple of different mantras that we have that already exist that has a lot of beneficial effects. So the first one, which most people have heard, even sometimes jokingly. I remember when I was young and I didn't know about any of this and everything, right? I was kind of like making fun of all of this, right? And you're probably wondering, what? I'm talking about the actual mantra Om, right? Om, right? I was younger and everything, and I was laughing like, oh, look at these Buddhists or whatever, right? Like, they're just like, oh. Well, what I didn't know is that they were doing the mantras, they were getting so focused, and they were actually able to raise their vibrations to to a very, very high state. And they're probably meditating for a couple hours or saying Om, and then they're just tripping balls. They see a lot of colors and visions and everything, sometimes. But anyway, okay, my friends. So now let's talk about the very first mantra that I found very interesting and should be like, kind of like the basics when it comes to mantras. It's the mantra Om. Everybody can say that sound and even say that mantra. Even somebody without a tongue can still sing that mantra. And it's extremely powerful. It activates the energy system. And it is not like worshiping a specific idol or anything. It's just the universe, right? Okay, my friends, let's start with the very, very first one. Om. O-M, or A-U-M, as it is often pronounced. So, let's clear the energies before we start chanting. Sending positive energies. Clearing all the toxic waste in the air. Letting only space for positivity. May you be blessed with goodness. Because you are goodness itself. Okay, so the first one, let's start with Om. It is said that it is the very first sound in the universe when creation happened. And it's O-M or pronounced A-U-M. We can go with the first one, so if you want to practice with me, we'll just show the first one as an example and practice it and chant it for maybe 10-20 seconds. Okay? So maybe you can do it with me if you want. So let's start. So this was just an example of the Om chant. You can practice it at home anytime you wish. It can help to bring a lot of peace to your whole body. It can help you in general, overall health, and just relax you and, remove anxiety. So if you've done this for the very first time, you might feel a little bit weird. You might feel a little bit uncomfortable even, right? Like anything that's new, that we try and everything is always going to be uncomfortable, but it is a very powerful chant that you can practice every single day. And Om, like I said, right, it says that it's the first sound. You can say it without having to say any specific words. You just, as long as you let the air coming out, right, and in that constant vibration, right? And I don't know if you felt any different or whatever, but if you're more sensitive to energies, you can feel it almost right away, or some people can be a lot more intense. But the more mantras you do, the crazier it gets sometimes. But you can feel your heart pumping. You can feel the energy. You can feel all the air that comes from the very, from your stomach, kind of, right? You can feel from down there up to here, and it just lights up your whole spirit, and you can feel vibrating. You feel so energized, and it's crazy. But that's just the first one, right? Om. So it's very, very good to practice if you want. Chanting Om also can help to, open your third eye and your crown chakra, and can help, any type of chanting can help to activate your whole spirit body. Mantras, my friends, are very powerful instruments of the mind. They give you something to focus on, right? And that's what we try to practice every single time whenever we meditate, right? We meditate, we try to keep our focus, right? Our attention back on the focus, right? Back onto the breath. Well, that's why mantras are a very good tool that you can practice whenever you meditate. Because it forces your awareness, it forces your attention. The monkey brain, right, that we all have, it likes to jump into many different ideas and everything, right? The mind wanders. So the chant can help to realign put everything into alignment, right? So anyways, yeah, you practice it, it forces your awareness to keep in focus. So it improves your focus and improves your meditation overall. So if you're having a hard time meditating, think about mantras. So the sound Om can help to dissolve our ego and our pride. Whenever you decide to actually chant a mantra, it's important to understand the actual meaning with the different words that you're repeating. So it can help you to connect more to that type of energy. It can help you to focus more and to embrace and welcome whatever energy you want to bring in forth. Now we have a second mantra that you can do if you're interested, and it's called Om Mani Padme Hum. It all sounds like Chinese, right? But it's all from like Buddhism and like Eastern traditions, and it's just very interesting, right? So Om, right, means like the dissolving of the ego and our pride, and it's the basic sound. And then we have Ma-ni, which Ma means it takes away jealousy, and Ni means it takes away attachment to desire. And then we have Padme, which Pad means it removes the judgmental notion aspect of ourselves. And Me, it removes the ego as well. The me, the ego, it removes it, it helps. So it helps with, dissolving possessiveness. And then we have Hum, which helps to remove attachment to hatred. So Om Mani Padme Hum. So let's start. Om Padame Hum. Om Mani Padame Hum. What I absolutely love about this specific mantra, it just sounds so powerful. You can feel it in the deepest depth of your soul. It's like I don't know, almost sounds like futuristic, almost kind of like you're in you're in like a secret palace somewhere in the middle of a desert, right next to an oasis. Just making stuff up, right? But very interesting. Look it up. It's just gorgeous. Now, my friends, let's talk about another mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. So, this mantra, I talked a little bit about it before. I've been practicing it for a couple weeks, and it's so powerful. It's insane. It's the most powerful mantra in Hinduism, apparently. And it is, originally it is a dedication to Lord Shiva, one of the gods in Hinduism, but you don't necessarily need to bow down to a certain god if you're comfortable with it, right? You can bow down to the creator of the universe and embrace that specific energy of Lord Shiva, which is still part of the whole universe, right? So it's basically embracing the energy of destruction of the old, right? Destruction of the previous model of your own reality, because reality is constantly changing, constantly morphing. That's growth. And anyway, so Om Namah Shivaya. So the Om, right, represents the vibration of the creation of the universe. Then we have Nama, which means bow, to bow or adoration. And Shivaya means the inner self, or Lord Shiva if you want, or just the energy of destruction. Okay, so right, we want to embrace the constant transformation. So I think that's the gist of it, or the most important. You got to remember, right, that you got to embrace that energy of transformation, of destruction of the old. So we have Om Namah Shivaya. So let's practice it real quick, okay? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. So that is one of them. And practicing this specific mantra will help you to improve your concentration dramatically. It will energize your body like you wouldn't believe. This is just very, very powerful. And if you see some of those videos or whatever, some people, in those Indian temples or whatever, right, all chanting Om Namah Shivaya is just powerful. You can feel it in your soul. You know what I mean? That's the power of vibration, and that applies to any type of chants too. Now for the next couple ones, we're just going to go through them a little bit quickly because we have so many others, right? Okay, so this mantra, I absolutely love it. I can't pronounce it all at once, so I'm just going to read it for you guys. It's Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. And it has a very, very beautiful meaning. And let's take a look at the meaning together. So, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contributes in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Isn't that beautiful? And And I can guarantee you that I cannot chant this specific mantra. I haven't learned it by heart yet. So anyways, you go ahead and go and watch it and try. Another one that's very interesting too is Tayaka Om Bezanke. And it is the mantra of they call it the medicine Buddha somehow mantra. It is mostly a mantra associated with healing pain and suffering associated with death and in your life in general, any type of pain or suffering. It can really help to alleviate that. You have all sorts of mantras for the different gods in Hinduism. You know, you have Shiva, you have Vishnu, you have Shri, you have you got Hare Krishna. You got so many different ones, but whatever your faith is, you can still employ these. Of course, if it doesn't betray whatever faith you already have, as long as you don't as long as you employ it, that it doesn't betray your core foundations, I guess. Whatever, if you want to make it fit in without necessarily worshiping that god and just worshiping the energy, like I said earlier, right? With the Shiva energy, instead of worshiping that specific god, you can just embrace the energy of whatever that specific god may bring forth, and not necessarily having to idolize a specific, if you're not comfortable with it, of course. Now I got a little mantra for all the people that are more on the Christian side or Islam side, that believes in scriptures and stuff like that. You got the mantra I am that I am. When back then in the prophets, right, in the Bible, they say that some of the prophets back then, Moses especially, because Moses will be in Islam and will be in Christianity as well. So he got these words, I am that I am. And there's the actual Hebrew word as well, Hamsa, that you can repeat. Or you can repeat I am that I am in Arabic as well. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, right? I'm trying to be as inclusive as possible to all different types of faith. Because this channel is all about, improving yourself, helping each other through different tricks, and just raising your own vibrations and becoming better. And mantra is a very good tool to use. However you want to employ it, you have to be comfortable with the mantra you are saying, right, or repeating in your mind. Saying I am that I am can be a very good reminder of the presence of it all, of God, of the universe, of whatever you want to call it. It pretty much reaffirms the presence of the universe within everything that exists. So you could say Hum Sa, Hum Sa. That's I am that I am in Hebrew, and you could find it in probably in Arabic as well, since it's important in both religions. But anyways, this is just a small bubble. I wanted to include as much as possible to all the Christians and Muslims out there that may be watching. So anyways, let's continue on with the rest. For the Hamsa, you can also, you say hum, you inhale, and then you exhale, Sa. And it can help to keep and strengthen that relationship with the universe. Now, my friends, we have another mantra extremely powerful, which represents I am divine love. And it's called Aham Prima. Aham Prima, Aham Prima, Aham Prima, Aham Prima. Yeah, very powerful to actually embody the energy of of pure and divine love for yourself and for the world around you. When we think about it, my friends, self-affirmations are actually a type of mantra. And then I'll introduce you right now to another one, which is Ho'oponopono, which is an Hawaiian mantra, which means that you may have seen it's employed a lot in a Reiki, and it's employed in a lot of just Eastern tradition circles like yoga and things like that, and it translates into the I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. So that's a very powerful mantra. And mantras, you can say it in any type of language that you want, but saying it in the original language seems to have this extra powerful meaning. And the language actually shapes your reality as well. The way we pronounce words, everything is vibration. So saying it in older languages seems to have much more of a powerful effect, because languages back then were a lot more in tune with the natural flow of everything, and the English language is is a little bit more disconnected. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. You can say that watching yourself in the mirror, or saying the traditional way, Ho'oponopono. You can look it up. There's some videos on the internet. Other self-affirmations that may be good to repeat as well may include be kind, or I am kind, I am love. Excellence does not require perfection. In the mornings and evenings, then I am protected. I bless the world around me. I am vibration. I am confident. I am strong. I believe in myself. I love you. Or I am worthy. All these types of words can be extremely good for your overall mental health and physical health, because they're both intertwined. Just to name you guys a few other type of mantras that exist that you can actually practice and apply in your life if you're interested. Here's a list. And you can manually search any of them if you wish, and experience the different benefits of each mantras yourself. And that's always the best way to learn, right? By yourself. By practicing yourself and practicing things, and juggling with different practices until you actually pinpoint the one that's the right one for you, because we're all different, my friends. We're all different. Also, a mantra can be kind of like a self-affirmation. Actually, self-affirmations are mantras on their own. They're just not in Sanskrit. Because you repeat these words, right? If you repeat it in the morning when you wake up, or before you go to bed, stuff like that, right? To reprogram your mind. It's the same concept that applies, that you use, but sometimes people don't even realize, right? Now, my friends, we have a lot of different other type of mantras, right? We have, Shiva, Shiva, Shambo. You may have heard Shiva, 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 Shambo. You can say Shambo itself as well. I'll try to sing the older Shambo song that I've heard before. It's just so beautiful. And anyways, so first, before we continue, what does Shambo even represent? Shambo itself is said to be a liberation from your soul. Shambo in Sanskrit literally translates into the auspicious one. Chanting Shambo can lead you to a higher state of consciousness as well. There's also the word Jaya, which means victory or glory. Then you have Mahadeva, which means the Almighty. Okay, so let's do a little bit of chanting with Shambo. Shambo, 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 Shambo. Oh, I feel so good in my soul right now. You can feel the wellness, you can feel the joy, you can feel all of this. That's another mantra I wanted to share with you guys. Mantras can help to boost positivity in your life. So I'm going to have many different links for many videos of different mantras down in the description below. If you're interested into, researching any of these, or manually search them yourself as well, so you can maybe find more. Also, doing some chanting and mantras every single day can help you to connect deeper within and really connect with your own soul and get that just deeper, more connected feeling with the universe around you in general. It's like everything starts to fall into place. The more you chant, the more your spirit aligns itself, the more everything just starts to make more sense, and everything feels less chaotic because you're more in balance. And that's, once you start experiencing the benefits of mantras, you probably won't want to go back, because it gives you that extra energy, that extra tool that you can practice daily if you wish, and it can completely transform your life. So please consider trying to do some mantras, my friends, because mantras, they are absolutely life-changing. For me personally, within just a matter of days of doing it, even the same day when I did it, I could already feel the difference. We do it for a week, 2 weeks, a couple weeks, and then it just transforms everything. So anyways, my friends, have an absolutely gorgeous day. Stay blessed. I love all of you. And mantras can always be very beneficial for your health in general, and for your life and well-being. So, if you need that extra kick, that extra boost of energy, spiritually, physically, consider starting to do some mantras. There are plenty over all of the internet, and all over YouTube as well. And it's a thing that you gotta practice to know, and you gotta experience it yourself, and then you're like, oh my God, yeah, you're right, it's absolutely life-changing. Now I'm gonna pick the right mantra for me, or for whatever aspect I want to improve in my own personal life. So anyways, my friends, namaste and take care. Much love.